Hey guys, Brady here, and I did a video about this certain topic about a month or two ago about the Harvey Weinstein scandal, and now the gates are open and there's a ton of people getting not involved but getting exposed, and I'm going to talk about one of them that's been exposed for a while now, for the past 3 or 4 years. And that one is Dan Schneider, creator of the hit Nickelodeon shows like Drake and Josh, iCarly, All That, Kenan and Kel, The Amanda Show, Victorious, and Sam and Cat. I stopped watching Nickelodeon around a little after Victorious, or a little before Victorious ended, so I don't think I watched any episode. I've never seen any episode of Sam and Cat. Actually, I've seen like one at a friend's house. That was it, and I barely paid attention to that. Anyway, and then he also does this other show, but since it doesn't have the other actors from the show, I'm like, I don't want to watch it. Anyway, plus I grew out of Nickelodeon. So anyway, yeah, Dan Schneider is being accused for having inappropriate relationships with some of his young actresses on the show, and over sexualizing them and having them do like these weird things on cameras in the TV show, and not really hiding it very well, because there are some like sexual innuendos that just come off as very weird to put in a kids show that a lot of teen girls or boys would be watching, and it's like, why would you throw a joke like that in there? And there's tons of pictures of him posing with all of his actresses. Like there's a few pictures of him with Victoria Justice and Miranda Cosgrove, Jeanette McCurdy, and all that other stuff. They're just him posing with them, and has their arms around them in just a very creepy way. And then he has like this foot fetish, which is why you see like feet in all of his shows. But yeah, so apparently he's being accused of molesting some of the stars. Some people that's saying that's the case for Amanda Bynes' breakdown a couple years ago. I'm not too sure, but I haven't really read too deep into the stories. But not only Dan Schneider, but Matt Lauer was fired last week, or a week or two ago, a week and a half ago, from I think it's the Today Show, Good Morning. No, not Good Morning America. No, it was the Today Show he was on. Sorry, I don't really watch too much news, so I get them confused sometimes. And he's being accused of sexual misconduct and like harassing the women on the Today Show. And let me just drink milk. And so yeah, he's been fired from the Today Show. And then Kevin Spacey was just exposed about a month ago for having I guess the word's unconsensual love with a 14-year-old boy back in the 80s or something like that, late 80s, mid to early 80s. And now he had a big movie coming out, directed by Ridley Scott, and they had to reshoot they had to take him out of the movie and reshoot the scenes that he was in with Christopher Plummer. And I mean, it's for the movie All the Money in the World, when I saw the show, I was like, oh wow, they did the makeup really good on Kevin Spacey. You can barely tell it's him. But then thinking about it, it's like, yeah, it does look a bit tacky and stupid looking, but it worked. But at least they got someone who was actually around the age of the actual person, J. Paul Getty or whatever his name is, the actual person who, I mean, I guess Christopher Plummer does kind of look his part a little bit more than Kevin Spacey, so at least they got, I mean, Christopher Plummer was Ridley Scott's choice for the role, but they're like, no, Christopher Plummer is not that big anymore. We need to have someone young, and we need Kevin Spacey to be the star like no, and they're like he's like fine, but now since Kevin Spacey is exposed, they cut his scenes out, did a reshoot a couple weeks ago, and I think they're still working on reshoots with Christopher Plummer. They just released a trailer with Christopher Plummer, and Christopher Plummer has like this trailer too for All the Money in the World. Christopher Plummer had like a lot more scenes in this trailer than Kevin Spacey only had like 2 scenes in the I guess the teaser or whatever for All the Money in the World. And this they have more J. Paul Getty scenes with Christopher Plummer. And then what was I gonna say? Now John Lasseter, the head of Walt Disney Animation Company and or Animation Studios, or whatever it's called, and Pixar Animation Studios, is being exposed for alleged sexual assault or harassment. A lot of women in the company were like, "Oh, I've had very like weird interactions, I guess the word is, with John Lasseter. Like, oh, he's very like huggy. He likes to hug people a lot and like touch them inappropriately, and so yeah, he's taken a 6 year. Is it 6 months or 6 year? I think it's 6 year. What's it called? Oh, my friend finally got back to the. All right, I was just telling my friend about this, and yeah. So anyway, he so yeah, he's taking like a 6 year departure, I guess, from the from Pixar and Disney, and going to like a rehabilitation center or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really too much about it, but the Lotso Hugging Bear from Toy Story 3 is loosely based off of John Lasseter, which is kind of creepy to watch that movie now, because the article I read was like, oh, Lotso Hugging Bear was based off of John Lasseter, how he was like a very huggy person, like I keep saying huggy, very like touchy person. He likes to hug people, and then in the middle of the movie they turn him into the villain, and that's pretty much I guess foreshadowing the for what's to come for John Lasseter. And it's kind of sad because I like John Lasseter. I love the Pixar movies, good or bad. Well, the only bad one to me are Brave and The Good Dinosaur. I don't think the Cars movies are as bad as people say they are. They're fun, disposable movies. They're not like god-awful Pixar. I mean, they're not god-awful movies. I think of like a god-awful Disney movie, I'd say maybe, I don't know, maybe Maleficent was not that good. The CGI was terrible. I mean, it's Disney. You have an unlimited budget, and that's the best effects you have. But yeah, that's just my thoughts of what's going on in Hollywood. I can't really think of much else right now. But yeah, so what are your thoughts on Dan Schneider, John Lasseter, and Matt Lauer? And what do you think of the whole scandal in Hollywood anyway? The whole sexual harassment scandal, and how this has been going on for many years, and now it's just now that people are bringing it forward to the media's attention. I mean, I don't know. There was also reports that Richard Dreyfuss exposed himself to a co-star or something for a TV show back in the 80s as well. I think it's around the same time Kevin Spacey, you know what? Anyway, so yeah, he asked this woman whom he was working with on the show to come to his trailer, and she saw him through the window with his dick out, and yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. There's probably gonna be more. There's like Louis C.K. just done. Same with Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's done. But yeah, it sucks to see some like beloved Hollywood people just turn into creeps. And it's like, oh man, I really liked you in this movie. And it's, I don't know, I'm still gonna watch Seven. I'm still gonna watch the Horrible Bosses movies. I'm still gonna watch Kevin Spacey movies. Seven is one of my favorite movies, so I can't just be like, oh, Kevin Spacey. Well, can't watch Seven no more. Or Baby Driver. Oh, Kevin Spacey's in Baby Driver. Can't watch Baby Driver no more. I just bought the Blu-ray a month or two, in October, and still haven't watched it yet. I'm not gonna not watch it because of Kevin Spacey now, because that's stupid. And then people were saying that like Matt Damon, Russell Crowe, Ben Affleck are trying to cover this up, and I don't want to believe that. I don't want to think that's true. And Ben Affleck is going to rehab right now for his wrongdoings. He groped a interviewer on MTV, I think. And so yeah, that was years ago, and she just exposed him in October during the whole Harvey Weinstein thing. And so yeah, he's going to rehab. He's getting help for it. So good for Ben Affleck. Not good that he did that, but good that he's trying to get help and trying to right his wrongs. So yeah.